Hey y'all, this is Gail teaching from Southeast Texas. Today it's Chair Tai Chi. Thank you for joining me today. Normally I teach this class up at Lakeside Center in Beaumont, Texas, but the facility is closed for the holiday today. And I always like to provide a class if it's on my day that I teach for my folks at Lakeside, and I also offer it up to the Veterans Yoga Project folks. So, Chair Tai Chi, which means we need a chair. And what I'll do is I'll come back to this chair and we'll get started. Near the end of the class, I'll come back up more close to the screen as we do the energy work and the more things that you need to see more up close. So let me move this chair out of the way. Again, my name is Gail. Thank you for coming to class today. I appreciate it. And let me get on here. So I'm going to make sure you can see my feet when I bring them forward, out to the side. Looks like you can, okay? And if you have a chair that has sides on it, that's okay. Just be careful when we do, arms back behind or arms out to the side. So mine's just a regular little, metal chair. You can do this in whatever kind of chair that you have available to you. So I'm a little bit away from the back of the chair, so I engage those tall posture muscles when we start. So to begin with our chair Tai Chi class, is we take our right fist, that's the sun, so you figure out which one's your right fist, and then you do the little hand on top, that's the moon, and we bow down to one another in respect for our Tai Chi class that we're doing today. So to begin with, let's just start with the breath. It's called the Dantian breath, which means it's one of the energy centers in a Tai Chi practice. So you can typically find that, by finding your belly button and then going about 2 to 3 finger widths below that, that's the center of your Dantian. If you would go in about 2-3 inches in the body also. So I'm going to place my hand low on the belly and just a little bit above that. And as we breathe, we try to encourage the low belly to expand. And sometimes that's tough, but we just do the best we can with what we got. So let's try that. Breathe in, belly big. And as you exhale, you're going to draw that belly button towards your spine. And again, inhale, belly big. Exhale, belly button towards your spine. One more time. Breathe in, belly big. And exhaling. Beautiful. We're going to start off with the atlas point. So that's where the back of the head inserts into the top back of the spine, the top of the spine inserts into the back of the head. I'm trying to get my body parts correct here. And we'll take our nose and draw a circle. So you may hear some little crinkly stuff going on. Of course, it always happens when I'm teaching a class, someone calls me, right? Right. And then pause, and let's make it go the other way. Now, this makes you feel dizzy. Look your eyes forward instead, okay? Don't follow the eyes with the tip of your nose. The other way. You may notice one side is a little bit more noisy than the other. You may not notice any of this. That's okay, too. You can go nice and slow. Always kind of feel it when I bring my head more up. And then on that left side, I hear that little crinkly stuff going on. One more time, all the way around. Very good. And bring it back to the center. So that one was for, kind of softening our neck muscles and that type of thing. Next is swimming dragon. We're going to test our range of motion here. So we take our palms together, and you can have your elbows down, or you can have them kind of parallel to the floor, whatever's okay for you. Maybe you want your feet a little wider if you feel a little bit more better base of stance there. But what we'll do here is breathe in, that belly gets big. Then there's a slight push of the hands. As we exhale, push elbows one direction, turn the head the other. And then breathe in, bring it back to the center. Exhale. Push it the other way. A little contraction when you exhale of that spine, of the belly button. Inhale back to the center, belly soft. Notice which, side, exhaling, push the other side. If maybe you have more range of motion, one neck turn versus the other. Inhale back to the center. Exhale over to the other side. And then come back to the center, breathe in. Next is spread the feathers. So we're going to bring more blood flow into our brain by doing this particular exercise. So we're going to take our hands, we're going to spread them out like little starfish, bring it out to the side. Now mine, I'm going to bring it a little bit more towards the floor. I'm going to take that thumb and turn it to the back of the room. So I'm feeling some stuff going, sensation in the upper arm, shoulder, that type of thing. And then we take the opposite ear, drop it towards our opposite shoulder, and then lift the chin. Again, this encourages more blood flow through that carotid into our brain, and then release it back to the center. So you may feel lots of sensation going in with that shoulder, that bicep, that tricep. Other side, so spread them out, and then turn the thumb to the back of the room. Maybe lower the arm, maybe make it higher. Just kind of find a spot that you feel some sensation. Again, other ear towards the shoulder, and then lift the chin. Ooh, kind of spicy on this side. And then return it back to the center. Let's do the other side again. So spread them out, turn that thumb to the back of the room, ear towards the shoulder, lift that chin, swimming dragon. Actually, this is spread the feathers, and then bring it back to the center because you're kind of spreading those feathers there. Do the other side. Spread it out, rotate that thumb. Here we go. Ear towards the shoulder, lift up. And very good. Now we're going to bring our hands back to the center. Inhale, circle, sweep arms up. We'll do what's called the finishing breath. Hands as if they were on top of the ball, pushing down the chi. Very nice. Okay. From here, just some shoulder rolls just to get a little range of motion going on with that upper body. A little snap, crackle, pop going on. Joseph, I see your lovely wife with us today. Yay. And then let's reverse. Is one shoulder talking a little bit more than the other? My left one's going, hello. All right, now let's shrug the shoulders up. And then it's going to be weird. We're going to turn kind of halfway towards one side. This is to lessen dowager's hump, strengthening the upper back musculature and relax and release. Bring it back to the center. Again, shrug the shoulders up towards the ears, make them like earrings, yeah? And then go over to the other side. So again, we're strengthening the upper back with this. And then release back to the center. Very good. Next is we're going to stir our arms. So basically, you can have a hand on a hip or maybe a hand on a shoulder, and you're stirring your arms out to the side, those little arm circles or maybe ovals. It can be a little bit slow or fast or somewhere in between. My shoulder is talking here. It's going creak, 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 creak. Making creaky noises, in other words, all right? And then let's reverse that. Go the other way. This is one that they often do for physical therapy to get range of motion back in. If you get a pacemaker put in, or if you've had any kind of surgery on your chest for whatever reason, those kind of things. Maybe you've had a link device put in for monitoring heart rate, that kind of thing. Then make them smaller and smaller, smaller and smaller. You might feel a little sensation in the palm as we stir arms on this side. That's cool. All right, now we're going to take it over to the other side. Now I'm going to scoot over to the other side and then start drawing those circles or ovals in my case. Very good. Next up is going to be Wild Goose Flutter. But first, we're still doing stir arms. And then make it go the other direction. So pause and then make it swing the other way. So I have one of my students that likes to have her hand on her shoulder because she has some shoulder challenges. I can feel my shoulder kind of popping here. Pop, pop, yeah, when I press into that. Not necessarily when I take it off, but when I place that hand there, I do feel it. And then make it smaller and smaller and smaller. Very good. All right, so next is Wild Goose Flutter. So basically, we're just fluttering our arms up. Now, it's kind of at an angle here. And down, kind of getting a little bit of energy into those underside of the arms. Now, if you want to, you can turn to the side, one arm in front, one arm to the side, and switch. You can turn your head side to side, or again, you can keep your head looking forward if it makes you a little bit dizzy looking side to side. Now, let's try to do straight out from the side. Ooh, it's kind of challenging. And again, a little bit at an angle, and then straight out to the side. And then let's cease. Let's inhale, circle, sweep arms up. Exhale, bring down that chi. Next is we're going to kind of cup those hands and basically swing the arms. Ooh. Again, I'm hearing snap, crackle, pops on that right side today. And you may notice one side swings better than the other. That's okay, right? We all got different stuff going on. And if you want to, maybe you can add a hand tapping the shoulders. And if that doesn't happen, maybe you just kind of fake that. That works too. Or you just continue with the swing arms with the cupped hands. Let's do 2 more wherever you are. Very good. And then inhale, circle, sweep arms up. Exhale, hands down. Next is paint the rainbow. So to do paint the rainbow, we have a hand out to the side. And then when we take the thumb, turn it to the back of the room so the pinky is towards me, palm is facing outwards. You'll inhale, arm up. And you may turn the chest a little bit. As you exhale, bring it back behind you. And when you bring it up, then you'll flip it and bring the other hand down. Other hand down, turn that thumb away, pinky towards me, palm away, breathe in, circle, sweep arm up. Exhale, back behind you. Inhale, let's bring it up and gather it. Flip it down and do the other one out to the side. Here we go. Turn the hand out, thumb away, pinky towards me, breathe in, circle, sweep arm up. Big old breath right there. Exhale, back behind you. Inhale, gather, flip it. Exhale, bring the other hand down. Turn that palm away, thumb to the back, pinky towards me. Breathe in, circle up. Exhale, back behind you. Inhale, gather, flip it. Exhale, bring the other hand down. Last time this side, so turn that palm out. Here we go. Breathe in, circle, sweep arm up. Exhale, back behind you. Inhale, gather, flip it. Bring it down. Here we go. We're going to turn that palm away. Inhale, circle, sweep arm up. Exhale, back behind you. Inhale, gather. Exhale, hands down beside the body. Now we're going to do palms facing me, and then let's finish it. Inhale, circle, sweep arms up. Exhale, float those arms down. Beautiful. Very good. Let's clap the hands together and kind of grind the hands to get a little heat into the hands here. So that was paint the rainbow. It's kind of getting range of motion in that shoulder when we do that, yeah? Move it into the hands. And you know what? Let's just place a hand on our body and just kind of tap, tap, tap on the outside and get into that shoulder. That's often very nice. And then down the front. And then again to the outside, bone to bone, little bone building here. Tap it all the way down. And again, if anything's not your cup of tea today, you don't have to do it. Just know that, okay? And all the way down to the hand. Clap those hands again and then really press firmly into the palms. Help you to increase circulation in those palms. Move it into the fingers, especially if you have cold fingers, yeah? And we're going to do the other side. So place a hand on the leg and tap, tap, tap. And I always like to lean my head over because I love this part right here on the shoulder. And then bring it down. Let's do that again. Tap, 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 tap. Whew. And down the front. And again, here we go. One more time. That's it. Clap those hands. All right, beautiful. Now from here, we're going to bring a foot out to the side, point the toe. I'm going to hang on to the back of my chair when I do this. So you'll notice a calf contraction. Maybe you want to bend the knee because it's too spicy for the back of the knee. And you'll feel it here in the quadricep when you do that. And then let's flex the heel. Ooh, tight calf today. So again, maybe I'm going to bend that knee a little bit. But sometimes when you bend the knee, you feel it a little bit different place in the body. That's okay. You just kind of go between where it feels all right today. Then let's point and flex. So point and flex, pumping those calves, getting more blood. That's considered to be your second heart, more blood supply from those lower extremities back into the heart. This is also one of these things to lessen your blood glucose after you eat a meal. Calf pumps, small little walks, very effective. Couple more here. I feel like I'm digging a hole here in my carpet. And then release. Bring it back. You can use your hand to assist that. Now let's take it out to the other side. You can fling it out there, wiggle it out there a little bit. We're going to point the toe first. Breathe in, breathe out. Kind of hanging on to the back of the chair here, a little squeezing my shoulders a little bit. And then let's go ahead and flex. Ooh, flex the heel. Oh my. Y'all feel that tight stuff going on in the calf? Maybe. Is it just me? Maybe it's just me. Yeah? Okay. Joseph going, yeah, he feels it. Okay. Woo. All right, now point and flex. Ooh, my feet are making feet noises. A little snap, crackle, pop going on there. Sometimes those shins kind of feel tired when you do the calf pumps. That's kind of what happens here when you do this. And I'm looking at our agenda to see what's next. We're going to be pointing and flexing and ankle circles next. Again, we're isolating that ankle joint to have better walking ability, better walking gait. Very important. A couple more, 2 more. All right, and then bring it in. So I mentioned we're going to point and flex. So scoot back into your chair a little bit. Hands underneath that knee pit. Lift that foot up and just point and flex again. Just notice how it feels a little different being in the air as opposed to the back of the heel on the floor. Maybe it doesn't feel different. That's okay too. And then ankle circles. Mine don't quite make an ankle circle. It feels like a little square to me. And I feel all these weird things happening on the top of the feet and my ankles, yeah. And then reverse. Reverse is never the same shape for me. And my feet like to make a lot of noise. I'm trying to talk loud so you don't hear it. And release. Let's do the other side. I'm kind of leaning back too when I do this. So fingertips underneath that knee and point and flex on the other side. Ooh, this one's super stiff. Oh my. I thought it felt stiff when I had it on the floor, but in the air I can definitely feel there's a little ankle immobility going on here. And then ankle circles. Oof. Notice what you feel here. If it feels different than the other one, it might. You stub a toe, they're in those steel-toed boots. Whatever kind of foot gear you had, maybe it cast your feet. So feet are very challenging when they're out on their own, yeah. In reverse, other direction. Ooh, that was a big snap. After this, let's see, what are we going to do? We're going to be doing eagle claws, so circulation for the hands and coordination for the brain, so it's all good stuff. And then release that down. So eagle claw, again, we're away from the back of the chair. And let's see here. We'll inhale, circle, sweep arms up. We'll bring down fists when we bring it down. Now we're going to take one side, inhale, fist to your chest. Exhale, turn it towards the sky. Inhale, back to your chest, still a fist. Open up, spread them out. Exhale, push to the front of the room. Inhale, back to the chest. Kind of squeeze that shoulder when you do that. And then exhale out to the side. So here it is. We're going to do fists here, 5 fists. So close and open. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it back to your waist. Now inhale, other hand to your chest, other fist to your chest. Exhale, push it towards the sky. Inhale, back to your chest, open up. Spread out those hands. Exhale, push it forward. Inhale, back to your chest, squeeze that shoulder. Exhale, out to the side. So here we go, 5 fists. Here we go, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, back to your waist. Inhale it up. Other side, exhale, push it towards the sky. Reach for the sky. Inhale, back to your chest, open up. Exhale, push it forward, really extend. Very nice. Inhale, back to your chest, squeeze that shoulder. Exhale, out to the side. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it back to the center. Inhale, fist to chest. Exhale, push to the sky. Inhale, back to the chest, eagle claw. Open up those claws. Exhale, push it forward. Spread them out, spread them out. Very nice. Inhale, back to the chest. Squeeze that shoulder. Exhale, out to the side. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to do the finishing breath. So inhale, circle, sweep arms up. And then exhale, bring down the chi. Very good. Next is lighthouse. So remember those cupped hands when we swung the arms? Basically, we're cupping the hands again right here in front of our chest, and maybe the feet a little wide because we're going to be reaching out a little bit. But we'll breathe in, belly big. And then we turn to the side with those curvy little hands and exhale, reach out, and eventually you breathe in as you bring it back to the center. So there is a little upper body movement going on here, little core activation, little twisting of the spine. Again, do what you can with what you got. Your circle may be smaller. Your feet may want to be a little bit wider. So you're kind of finding your stability here with our lighthouse. So we're sending out a signal and bring it back to the center. All right, now kind of shake it out a little bit. And then go back to cupped hands. We're going to do the other direction. Again, maybe feet a little bit wider. Again, do what you can here. We're going to breathe in, twist. Exhale, reach out. Inhale back to the center. You know what? Just keep breathing. That's all I ask you all to do. My hands kind of spread out there when I bring my circle towards you. I'm going to try to keep them close together. That's kind of a challenge. After this, we're going to be doing swallow flies to the nest. 2 more. Reach it out. Exhale, reach. Inhale back to the center. All right, swallow flies to the nest. From here, let's inhale, circle, sweep arms up. This time, palms up as we bring it down onto our lap. Very good. Now, again, my feet are a little bit wide here and my shoulders over my hips. Nice tall position here. I'm going to take one hand across our body and breathe in for a little twist here. And then exhale, bring it out to the side. And I'm kind of using my head following my hand here. Now inhale, up and over. Feel that nice stretch there. And then exhale, back of the hand in front. As we inhale, we bring it back to the neutral position and bring the other hand across. Breathe in. Breathe way out. I'm kind of leaning out there a little bit. And then inhale, up and over. Keeping both buns on the chair as best I can. And then exhale, back of the hand. Again, bring it back to the center, and the other one just kind of comes across. Breathe in. Ooh, feel the upper back there. Exhale, out to the side. Inhale, up and over. This is kind of like side lateral flexion in yoga. And then exhale. Inhaling back to the center, bring the other one across. Eagle flies east. Eagle flies west. Eagle. Swallow flies up and over. I was thinking about the eagle. And lands in this nest. Let's do that again. Swallow flies east. Little tiny bird. Swallow flies west. Swallow flies up and over and lands in its nest. Let's do that one more time, shall we? Here we go. Swallow flies east. Swallow flies west. Swallow flies up and over and lands in its nest. Last time. Swallow flies east. Swallow flies west. Swallow flies up and over and lands in its nest. Then we come back to the center. Inhale, circle, sweep arms up. And again, bring down the chi. So let's do Pari here. So we're going to bring a circle and then a circle. It's like wipe my table. And we're shifting from one bun to the other when we do this. What is it? Wax on, wax off? Yeah. My right circle looks different than my left circle. I don't know why that happens. Now we're going to reverse that. Wipe it out. And again, you're kind of crossing the center. A bunch of brain work going on here. A little Alzheimer's prevention here. A little dementia prevention. That kind of rhymed, didn't it? Yeah, I guess it did. And you know what? Let's bring it vertical. So wipe it out. Ooh, hello shoulders. Y'all need to do this to my car. It needs a little attention. Now let's bring it in. Ooh, I kind of like that one. Now if you really want to get into the lungs, breathe a little bit more, you would do elbow strikes. You bring the elbow down the center instead. So it's a little bit more upper body movement, a little bit more deeper breathing. And you can go a little bit faster maybe, or not. You can still just wipe the windows. And let's change this back to being horizontal. Basically bring it in, in, Pari. Make it smaller and smaller and smaller. Very nice. Next is our blood pressure technique. If you have high blood pressure, lower blood pressure, this is kind of like the equalizer here. So here we go. Let's inhale, circle, sweep arms up. Then we take the back of the hands, we make a little heart. I didn't realize it was the heart when we did this originally. And then we bring the hands out. We take the thumbs into the mid portion of our palm or wherever it can be placed, right? Fold the fingers into the thumb, so that's stimulating the heart meridian. And then inhale, elbows back, chest forward, breathe in. And then exhale, release the hands, arms out to the side. You're kind of concaving the chest a little bit. And then inhale, circle, sweep arms up. Exhale, bring it down into that heart. Grab those thumbs and then inhale, elbows back, chest forward, squeeze those shoulders. Exhale, arms out to the side. Lovely. Inhale, circle, sweep arms up. Back of the hands come together, exhaling, bring it down, grab those thumbs and then inhale, elbows back, chest forward. Exhale, out to the side. Inhale, circle, sweep arms up. Back of the hands come down and grab those thumbs. Here we go. Inhale, chest forward, elbows back. Exhale, arms out to the side. Let's do that finishing breath. Inhale, circle, sweep arms up. And then bring those hands down. Very nice. From here, let's do the monkey stretch. So basically, point the toe out, hand on the leg, hand on the wrist, reach the arms up, and bring it down. Now bring everything back in, and let's do the other side. So point that toe, hand on the leg, grab that wrist, bring it up. So you're not trying to arch your back too much here, but just kind of reaching up. Beautiful. And bring it down, bring it in. Use your hands if you need to. Again, other side, hand on the leg, grab that wrist, breathe in. Exhale, release from that, bring it in. Very good. Other side. So here we go. Grab the wrist, inhale, up, up, up. Monkey stretch. Exhale, bring it down. Very nice. From here, clap those hands, rub those hands nice and vigorously. And let's do some of our, what are we going to do? Yeah, let's do some of our hand tapping work here. So we're going to take the outside of the hands and tap, tap, tap. So that's for headaches. Let me see, headaches and vertigo. So we're not like whapping into them, okay? We're just doing soft taps here. The pinky sides. Now, when we do the wrists, you can do them together like this. I feel that feels awkward though. So I just kind of do up and down like this. Again, that's the heart meridian. Cardiovascular. And then you know what? Flip it. Very good. In yoga, there's like something auspicious about the number 9. So they say do things in 9, but we're in Tai Chi today, so we're just doing this a few, yeah? All right, now we're going to be doing, let's see, the inside of the thumbs. Here we go. That's for nausea, digestion, indigestion. My mom would take her finger and her thumb, and she would pinch in between here. Mom, stop that, you know? But it worked, yeah? And then flip it. Got to use both sides of the brain here, yeah? Again, do what you can with what you got. If this is painful, you're doing a lot softer than what I'm doing, okay? Very good. Now we're going to do the interwebs of the fingers, and watch out if you got rings here. So what's that good for? Pain and numbness in the limbs. And here's the weird thing, okay? You got the finger on top. You got to switch it to the other finger being on top. Usually that just weirds us out because it's like, that's not normal. That's okay. We're getting the sides of stuff happening here. We're going to do back of the hand, and that's for, let me see here, back pain and osteoarthritis. So again, cup the hand and softly tap the back of the hand. Now some folks don't want to do the hand cup. They'll do back to the back. So you kind of pick which one is better for you. I like the cupped hand because I can kind of get the entire back of the hand. And I'm not being too vigorous here because sometimes, you know, if you're on blood thinners, you can pop a vessel if you're like, you know, getting into it. So be kind, be soft. Let's do the other side. And then if you got rings too, be careful those rings hitting a certain area. Let's do the other side. So the back of the wrist, that's for neck and shoulder pain. I've got watches on here, so I'm going to move it up on my wrist, but be right here on the back of the wrist. Again, a little cupped hand. Mine makes a good noise. And switch it to the other side. Oh, it's my watch is telling me, good work. Very good. Very nice. Next, we're going to do our foot sequence. So we're going to bring the inside of our ankle bones and our feet together. And basically, I'm going to have my hands back behind me. We're going to kind of jitterbug our feet out to the side. So we're kind of heel-toeing out to the side. Again, strengthening our ankles. Yeah, I always have to look at my feet and make sure I'm doing it right. Or doing it left. I know it's not funny. And then bring it back to the center and then toes together, feet apart, which feels kind of awkward, right? And then opposite, the feet are going to go out and back in. So again, we're using both parts of our brain here. One does better than the other. I can tell you that on my body. It's like that. Right leg, right ankle is more strong than the left one. You might find that similar to you, one side more strong than the other. All the way out, and all the way in. Very good. So next, we're going to be doing some foot patterning. So we're going to bring a foot forward, and then out to the side, forward, back to the chair. Again, other side, forward, out to the side, forward, back to the chair. Now we're going to add on to that. So we're going to go forward, out to the side. Now drag your foot towards your chair. So getting into that hip musculature here. Bring that leg out, forward to the chair. Other side. Forward, way out. Drag it into your chair. Way out, forward to the chair. Let's do it 3 times this time. Forward, way out. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Way out, forward to your chair. Other side. Forward, way out. Here we go. 3. Use your hand if you need to. 2, 1. Way out, forward to the chair. 5 times. Here we go. To the front. Way out. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hello, hips. Way out, forward to the chair. Other side last time. Forward, way out. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Way out, forward to the chair. Clap those hands. Get some heat into those palms, into the fingers. Let's bring some heat onto our lower body. So get those shins, the calves, the side of the legs, the inside of the legs, underneath the other one. Did you get the calves? I think I did. I don't know if y'all did. And then maybe a little bit on the knees. And then other direction. Now if you want to do some acupressure points, you can do cat claws instead. It kind of tickles to me. And again, if you've got meniscuses, challenges, ACL, this might be a little spicy, so be kind. And again, tapping for knee pain, you take the palm of the hands and gently tap on the outside of the leg. Also stimulates the gallbladder meridian. Whew. Very nice. You know what? We're just going to throw a fit. So I invite you to stomp your feet. That's good for encouraging less neuropathy. And maybe you want to help it with your own, your hands to help this happen. That's okay too. Very good. You get leg cramps. One of the things to do for that is to shake those legs, stomp those feet back. Go ahead and shake the legs. Come up on the balls of the feet. Shake them out to the side. And you know what? Shake one out forward. Shake the other one forward. That's also part of our lymphatic drainage. Shake them to the side. And then release that. Beautiful. All right, I'm going to come more up to the front of the room, and we'll do our energy work here. So you'll see this a little bit more close. Okay, so from here, basically we're going to take those peace fingers and the thumb, kind of find our collarbone and go down about 2 to 3 inches, and we're going to thump our thymus, so just to help us to increase our T cell production. So we kind of lose that once we get past 30, and this is one way to stimulate that, to lessen our immunities. What else? Avoid colds, flus, that kind of thing. We've got one student that likes to do both. So, you know, you do you, yeah? You're supposed to do this up to about a minute. We won't do a whole minute today. Okay, what else are we going to do here with the thump thymus? You know what? We're going to go through the 6 different places for lymphatic drainage today. All right, so I'm going to move my hair out of the way. We're going to find our collarbone, and above the collarbone, we're going to drag our hand across, or you can tap. And then some folks will make circular movements. So you can do 1 of 3 or do all 3, okay? So this is like the roadblock. When we go from here into our brain, we got a lot of lymphs in here. So the stimulation, the rubbing of this area helps to get rid of the waste held in those lymph nodes. Go over to the other side, find that collarbone, get into that holla, or holler, whatever you call it. Hollow? Hollow. Yeah? Oh, I should have exfoliated. And circles, tapping. All right, then you make those Spock hands if you can, or fingers in front of your ears and behind your ears and down the sides of the neck. So you're trying to get here in front of the ears, that stimulation also in the back of the ears. You know, the doctor's always checking your lymph glands, aren't they? So this is, if you've got inflammation, this helps lessen that. And then the front. Yeah, then we go ahead and get the back, up and down the back. So we just did 2 out of the 6. The next one is the armpit. Lots of lymphs hanging out in the armpit. So, you know, take your hand and just kind of squeeze into that armpit. Stimulates the pectorals, also the armpit. So if you need to have a pit here, not a poofy. So if it's poofy, it means there's some inflammation, right? You can also slap. Now, I had heart surgery here about a year ago, so I have scars on the side of my body. So I like to hit my scars just to get some, you know, movement into that area. Very good. Let's do the other one. Again, kind of dig in there. Yeah, and if you want, you can slap and pat and make circular movements. And again, I'm going to go down the side because, again, my surgery was on the outside with cameras and instruments going in my ribs to do my heart surgery. It's kind of fantastic kind of surgery there. Got rid of my AFib that way. All right, so the next place is on the belt line. So you can take your hands or fists and kind of hit the belt line. You can also just rub around that belt line. Yeah, so a lot of lymphs hang out here. Very good. And then where the leg inserts into the torso, it's called the iguanal crease. You can take the sides of the hands and slap what they call the quad. So you can just make some kind of rhythmic movement. You can also rub. I like to do the slapping when I'm out in public. Yeah. All right, and again, another roadblock is the back of the knees. We've got lots of lymphs hanging out in the back of the knees. So again, I kind of take the arc of my hand and slap into the, I'm leaning forward here, slap into the back of the knees. Whew, I'm checking our time here. We started about 5 minutes late, so don't worry, we'll get our 45 minutes in, okay? Also, we'll send you a video of this. Very good. Now I'm going to scoot back just a little bit. We still have a little bit of work to do. Y'all are going, oh no. So let's just get a little bit of cardio in while we're here. So we're away from the back of the chair, squeezing our core nice and tight. We're going to clap underneath. Now if you can't manage the clap underneath, just tap the sides of the legs. Try to bring those legs up. So we're doing those little seated crunches. We're doing little sneaky crunches here. Keep going. Y'all keep going. Let's get back. 2 more. 2 and 1. Very good. Now we're going to take, let me move this chair out of the way. We're going to take 1 foot out and the opposite elbow up. So the opposites, right? Okay. And then switch it. You may have to really tighten that core, lean back a little bit, and switch. It's called cross crawl, both sides of the brain. If you can make it faster, you do. Keep breathing. Again, do what you can with what you got. I'm starting to sweat here. Keep going if you can. Very nice. 2 and 1. Very good. Inhale, circle, sweep arms up. Bring down the chi. Very nice. Again, let me come up to the front of the room. From here, let's place hands on our, thumbs on our knees, thumb up. The other one, just place it flat down. And keeping our head forward. Our eyes are traveling to see where the top of the thumb is. The eye exercises. So basically, we're bringing it out to the side, trying to see if we can see our peripheral vision here. Bring it slowly across. Ooh, I can feel my eyes working. Again, keep that chin forward. Again, we're going to do that 2 more times. Here we go. Notice your heart rate. When we did that cross crawl, you probably increased your heart rate just a little bit, or maybe a lot. You know what? Let's just end it right there with 2. That hand flat, other thumb up. Okay, so we're going to go the other direction again. Head forward. Okay, here we go. Plus your shoulders are probably well lubricated by now. Although you may have some challenges, right, with being able to bring that circle way out and up. Very good. Bring it back to here. Clap those hands. Rub those hands nice and firm. Now we're going to bring our inside of our arms hugging into our ribs, and our thumbs are up. So this is for trigger finger. We're going to bring our thumbs back to our hands and up. Oops, snap, crackle, pop there. Now if you can, bring the thumb way down and up. Ooh. Very good. From here, switch it to where we're fists and spread them out. Fist, spread them out. Like you're throwing your hands. Fist, spread them out. One more. Fists, spread them out. And then tops of the fingers. So we're not trying to have like flattened fingers and thumbs, but try to do the circle. Press down into the pad of the finger. Switch to the next one, the next one, the next one. Go back. Fingernails kind of get in the way, but still it's very effective. All right, now as if you were flicking a bud. So I'm taking my thumb on top of the finger and then flicking my finger. Or I guess if you're getting ready to flick somebody on the forehead, here you go. This is your exercise for that. Not that I'm advocating that, okay? One more. Very good. Now we're going to do the last lymphatic drainage. It's called the water pump. You place your hand on your thigh with your wrist kind of hanging out towards the curve of your thigh. Other hand on top of that hand, right here to where it's resting, to where you can lift and lower. So you may feel some little snap, crackle, pops of the knuckles. The thumb is kind of doing its own thing here. The little underside of our lymphatic drainage. We still have a whole bunch, but today's is only a 40 to 45 minute class. 3 more. 3, 2, and 1. Let's do the other side. So place that other hand firmly on the leg, on right there at the knuckle, and then up and down. Ooh, little snappy business going on here. This one's not as noisy as the other one is. Two more. 2 and 1. Yeah, I don't know how to count. Let's come back into our chair. Once again, clap those hands, rub those hands, get some heat back into the hands. Maybe the feet a little wide here. Let's just do a little brain stimulation. Tap, tap, tap the head. Very nice. Now you can either place your hands in your lap, palms up, or maybe transfer them to your belly or to your heart, whichever one's best for you. I'm going to do the belly today. And I invite you to gaze down at the floor or close the eyes. As you breathe in, the belly gets big. And then exhale, belly button towards your spine. Relax those shoulders. Again, listen to the breath as you inhale and as you exhale. One more time. Breathe in and breathe out. From here, maybe shift the hands to your heart, maybe chin towards your chest. And let's think about one thing that we're grateful for today, or an idea of gratitude. And let's bring whatever that is and place it into our heart space just for a moment here. Very good. And then just kind of open those eyes and shift a little bit forward on your chair. We're going to end the class like we started it. So let's take our right fist, that's the sun, and the left palm, that's the moon, and bow down to one another for our chair Tai Chi class. This concludes our chair Tai Chi class, and I'm going to stop the recording.